One of my earliest teachers said there are only two emotions, there's love and there's fear. And that's a bit clunky, and in neurophysiological terms we could pick that apart. But as an actual basic premise, am I acting from that place of being heart-explodingly in love with being alive? Not just a little whiffly, oh yes, it's a nice day, hello trees, hello sky. Oh, but parts of me are still quite contained and constrained and angst-ridden. Or is every single part of me exploding with the wonder of being alive? And that's a choice in any moment. And what I find is that if I can get to that genuine heart exploding, there's also one of the reasons I teach the 3 pillars of the heart mind is gratitude is first, compassion, and it's raw, wild, fierce compassion. I find compassion can get quite soft and fluffy quite quickly, but it's not. It's really not. And the joyful curiosity that says, wow, this is so amazing. I wonder what happens next. And that takes my head mind offline. If I can stand on the knife edge of that, I stop believing that I know what's coming next. I stop. Humanity, part of, I think, what makes us human is this desperate need to plan ahead, foresee every possible problem and head it off at the pass and only go along the safe path, which is hallucination upon hallucination. But we tell ourselves it's possible. And what happens if I free myself up from that? What happens if I free myself, do the inner work and free myself up from the constraints that I inherited? And exactly that, all of the traumas of inherited trauma is huge. What does it take to free myself up from that? I'm doing work at the moment, and I put this out into the world with some trepidation, but what does it feel like if both of my parents were fully realized human beings? And how do I get to a place where that feels real? And how does it change me? And actually what it does is it lifts my shoulder, it lets my shoulders change, and it opens my heart space more than I knew was possible. But it takes an extraordinary amount of work to get there because it's quite hard to imagine. And the only way they got there is if their parents were fully realized. And the only way they got there, and that goes back, that ripples back. How far can I send that back down the lines?
Right.
From with my guys behind me going, here guys, look, full realization, what does it feel like? And that seems to me to be an ancestral healing that's worth it, because the energetic change in me feels tangible. So what's ours to do? I think the energetic, doing the internal work. So I need to change my relationship with myself and my capacity to relate with other people and my connection with the web of life.